Get ready to go on our trip. We are going camping, so we're loading up the camper and all that fun stuff. Has been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Lots of crazy stuff. But I digress on that part. It's just part of what you're doing there, right? Anyways, so I would love it if you guys like the content here. Do me a favor and smash the thumbs up, smash those likes. Really means a lot to me when you are able to do that, and it is for sure helpful for the algorithms to actually come in and find other people who want to see this type of content. Also, do me a favor and share this out, share the link out to your socials if it makes sense for you to do so. Grab some more people, get them in here while we're live. If you are watching live, do me a favor and say hey in the chat. It's a live chat. We have conversation every day. It's a lot of fun. I like to include the comments as it makes sense into the show as well. So those of you who are regulars, it does mean a lot that you are here for sure. Oh goodness. So let's see what else was the other thing. Oh yeah. So little show notes here for today. I'm not gonna be able to do a Patreon this afternoon. And I will not be able to do a Patreon while I'm out of town. The reason being is because of how I have to connect and set everything up. It's just a little bit more well, I'm not going to have the bandwidth and things like that to be able to do that one. So I will putting together a list of favorites of mine for videos. So share that out for everyone. Would appreciate it for sure. And then maybe as time permits, I'll do some quick live streams and have some fun with it too. So anyways, be on the lookout for those. And yeah, let's have some fun this week for sure. It's a much needed break for our family. Some of you know we go nonstop all the time, and this is a time for us to be able to really just unplug and have a minute and just take a second. And this is our recharge time. We do that because we go so hard so fast. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know how many people are watching live, but if you are watching on other platforms, do me a favor, hit the like button or comment in the video, something like that. That way I know you're there. One or the other. Either way works for me. So anyhow, let's go through the chat here and say good morning to everyone. We got Tom. Good morning, brother. How are you? Appreciate you being here as always. Bitcoin Management Jim, what's going on, man? How are you? Let's see who else we got here. Manny, hey, brother. Good to see you, man. Oh, it's fun times for sure. Julie, you'll be listening. Thanks for popping in, man. It really means a lot. Gloria, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Let's see who else we got here. Bitcoin Bull, what's up, brother? Good morning, all. I just got asked if I wanted to work overtime tonight in the winter storm at the airport. I said I could not because Russia might invade Ukraine. I love it. That's fantastic. Let's see who else we have in the chat here. John, how are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. You're not late. We're just getting started. Appreciate you being here. Fantastic, everyone. Fantastic. It's good to see you all. Really means a lot that you're here. And we got Kim. Good morning. How are you? Welcome. Everyone, welcome. So my numbers aren't showing correctly at all. Again, like I said, I have no idea who's listening or where. So just by popping in and saying, hey, it lets me know that you're there. Anyways, so today, some interesting news dropped right before I started the show here, and I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about it because it really drives into if you're paying attention, you can seriously see in very crazy serious ways that they are very afraid that they are very afraid of crypto, of Bitcoin, of blockchain technology. Blockchain technology can fundamentally take the place of a lot of these organizations. You simply write a smart contract, let it automatically do other things that these businesses do. I call them businesses because that's what they are. They are for-profit companies. The FBI and all them, they are for-profit companies. They make money to do things. Right? There is a time and place for those types of things. I get it. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But whenever you start doing some of the stuff like this, It makes a very, very, very compelling argument that you are legitimately shaking in your boots as an organization or as an administration about something you can't control. And I'm going to tie this in here in just a minute with some other news that came out. So very, very, very interesting. The FBI to form a new digital currency unit as Justice Department taps a new crypto czar. Justice Department, the U.S. Justice Department has tapped a seasoned computer crimes prosecutor to lead its new national cryptocurrency enforcement team and announced on Thursday that the FBI is launching a unit for blockchain analysis and virtual asset seizure. Now, why would they need to do that? Why would they really need to do that? The creation of the Virtual Asset Exploitation Unit at the FBI comes on the heels of the Justice Department's largest ever financial seizure. Now, this is how they're playing this. All right. So let's see here. This is all basically same things there. So their largest financial seizure earlier this month, it charged a married New York couple with allegedly laundering bitcoins now valued at over $4.5 billion that were stolen in the 2016 hack of the digital currency exchange Bitfinex. Interesting. So they're playing it like this. But remember last month when I was talking to you all, or maybe a couple weeks back, I'll do it that way. When I was talking to you all about how they're going to attempt to do an executive order to create and to include cryptocurrency as a national security problem. Yeah, well, here we go. U.S. regulators under the current flashbang have been retracting uh have been ratcheting up their scrutiny of the cryptocurrency. I've got the camera in the way. Let's scroll this up here. There we go. Now I can see. The crypto industry in the wake of a series of high-profile cyber attacks last year. The largest U.S. fuel. Okay, so they're talking about this too. The pipeline that was attacked and the Bitcoin that they were wanting. Pretty sure that was an inside job. Just a hunch. I remember looking at it going, yeah, that wasn't an outside group doing that. That was one of our people doing that stuff. Very, very crazy, isn't it? Very interesting. In his speech at the Munich Cybersecurity Conference in Germany, Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco announced that In Young Choi, I guess that's how you say their name, a prosecutor who led the case against a Russian hacker who helped steal information about more than 80 million JP Morgan and Chase customers, will lead the department's cryptocurrency enforcement team. So they're spinning this as a way to protect people in the crypto space. And I'm sure some of it is for that. And then those places, it's great. But just like everything in these organizations, there's always a flip side to the coin. It will be used against the American citizens who are doing things with their cryptocurrency that's none of anyone's business. That isn't illegal, but they're going to try to push this on the American people. They're scared. They're probably also about to announce CBDCs. That's what's going to happen. I said, I don't know if it was Patreon or if it was a regular show, but day before yesterday, something like that, we were talking about how there was a sign at a bank that the Federal Reserve is no longer shipping cash. Why? I talked to you guys about someone who was just being funny and walked into Bank of America and said, "Hey, I don't want the Federal Reserve notes. I want the new rainbow currency." And the teller, without skipping a daggum beat, answered and said, "Oh, we haven't had that yet. We haven't been receiving any Federal Reserve notes either. We're waiting on the shipment of the new currency." I'm sitting here going, "Okay, what's going on?" Right? You've got the digital currency, and this is why I have been saying for so long, and I will not stop saying this. They can't stop Bitcoin. They can't stop Litecoin. They can't stop Ethereum, Matic, Polygon, whatever. They can't stop Divi. They can't stop it. They can't stop these things. You know why? Because of blockchain technology. Now, on the public blockchains, they can see what you do with some accuracy, but not 100% accuracy, right? They can do certain things and see certain things, but they can't see everything. That's the cool thing about the anonymity. I can't say that word. Anonymity. Whatever. That is a word I can't say. The anonymous information that gets transferred through the blockchain. They can't see all that stuff. Right. Divvy Daddy, that's exactly right. Welcome, by the way. Like the false narrative that people's Bitcoin accounts were frozen. They're not frozen. They can't be frozen. It doesn't freeze. I mean, if it's a especially if it's a self custodian, good luck. Legitimately, good luck. You got projects like the Divi project who are building an on-off ramp for crypto. You got other projects that have come up, and I don't know what happened. I see what you're saying here. You're talking about the emergency powers in Canada. So no, Canada didn't blacklist people. They made exchanges shut them off. It's because they can't blacklist the people. If they have it on a self-custodian wallet, they can't touch it. They just said that the exchanges can't use it. That doesn't mean that they can't spend the crypto directly with each other. Fantastic. Precisely. Own your keys, own your coins. Exactly. Anyways, so they're trying to stand this up. They are standing this up. They're spinning it. This is good for the people. This is good for the people. This is good for the people. But it is on one side of that coin. Sure, I can see that. But the opposite of that coin is this whole, where was it? The blockchain analysis and virtual asset seizure. They're about to launch the CBDC. They're not going to do it until the very last possible second. That's what they're getting prepared for. So heads up, people. I don't know how much teeth this is going to actually have, if any. Again, realistically, they can't prove definitively that anyone has or doesn't have crypto. That's just the way it works. Yes, that's exactly the narrative of the show here today, Dippy Daddy. Thank you. They are attempting to drive fear. Bitcoin can be stopped too. No, it can't. You can't touch my coins or stop me from using it. That's exactly correct. You can't do it because blockchain technology exists, because the underlying blockchain is how it prevents and stops anyone from making you stop doing what you're doing. They can't do it. It's a roadblock. They can't touch it. They can't touch it. Which is why the SEC and all these other things are only focused on stablecoins. They're only focused on stablecoins because they can touch them, I guess, in their mind somehow, because it's tied to a dollar some way, somehow. Or whatever it's tied to. Like the tether is a mess. It really is. Just very, very interesting to think about how all this stuff is taking place, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at this too, John. Very good point. I think they have a lot more to look into than crypto at this point in time. What about the election fraud? Right. Exactly. Where'd that go? That story's disappeared, isn't it? It hasn't. If you really think about the events that have transpired since the January 6th, the events that transpired since election night, let's go that way. If you think about all of the events that have taken place, it's like someone's walking you down a dark hall. They have a flashlight. And they're taking that flashlight, they're opening a door and saying, "Hey, you see that fraud?" And go across the hall, open that door, and they shine it over there. "Hey, you see that fraud?" And then go to the next door. That fraud? That fraud? And that's what they're doing. That's what it feels like. You're literally being shown where it is, and then you're moving on. The door's left open. It's what it feels like. You're being shown where the fraud is. You're being shown where the corruption is. That's what this all feels like. Very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You guys are bringing up oh wow. Okay, let's see here. This is why live chat is fun for me on my shows. John, exactly. He's following in his daddy's footsteps. A lot of people don't know that last name is actually, yeah, fun stuff. Why is Putin calling Trump yesterday but not flashbang? Good question, Divvy Daddy. That's what I'm trying to say. The world recognizes Trump still as the leader. Think about devolution. Devolution, by the way, has happened in our nation and other countries. Andrew Jackson, go back and look at his presidency, how that took place. Yeah. Okay. Other countries, this happens all around the world. Recent country that happened. They found the election fraud. The military took over and appropriately handled things. I forget what it was, but it happened right before our election. I don't remember what it was. But that happened. Devolution is a real thing. It does happen. It is happening here. The normies don't know it yet, but they will. They will. They have to show everyone what's going on before they actually stop. And that's why all of a sudden there's no more mandates of anything. No more cooking mandates. No more face diaper mandates. No more. Where did it go? You got Dr. Death sitting there saying yesterday, we're going to start inching back all of these protective measures. What? You got to pay attention. They've lost complete control, and then on top of it, you've got all of the inflation and stuff that's taking place. Holy cow! And then you got more of this here too. Look at this. Cryptocurrencies will suffer massive losses as Fed ends crazy speculation on by hiking rates. JP Morgan strategist says. I don't believe anything the strategists say on any of these regular markets. They have no idea. But really, people, look here. I mean, come on. They're trying their hardest to discredit everything crypto. Everywhere I turn, an article is discarded this in some way, just trying to discredit crypto, trying to make you not touch it, trying to blah 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 blah. It's crazy. Cryptocurrencies are likely to plunge even further as Fed hikes interest rates. A senior JP Morgan strategist says, I have been talking on the show that all of the markets will drop. All of the markets will drop. I actually wonder if Bitcoin's already had its drop. It might go further, but it will drag other cryptos with it. Maybe it will. I would not be surprised. But there will be a point crypto will stop because people. I'm not buying. I'm not selling my crypto. I'll buy more. I'm not letting it go. I'll borrow against it, or I'll use it in other ways as collateral for a mortgage or something like that. It's stupid insane. Think about this. Okay, think about this. This is where this is going. We are very, very, very I can't think this morning. I'm missing my coffee. I've only had one cup today. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to get things done. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Anyways, at some stage, I expect a massive loss in crypto because there is nothing there. Really? They are legitimately afraid of crypto. They're scared of it because they cannot control it. When the world goes full crypto, there is no banking. That family, the Morgans, have been around for a long time, and they're just as in control, or they are part of the U.S. arm or the Western arm of the banking cartels, the global banking cartel. Please understand. Oh yeah, let's put this way. CBDC's centralized way to shut you down. No city coins for me. No CBDCs, no fiat, no USDT, which is why, Divvy Daddy, I really, really, really follow along with Cliff High's mentality around how it'll launch and it'll fail. They'll try 3 times, and I think it'll be in rapid succession because the first time it launches, you got a month or 2 and it'll fail. People won't use it. They will just say, why do that? I just go straight to cryptocurrency. Bitcoin. John, this is exactly. I've said this to somebody the other day. It seems to me that all the conspiracy theories are not theories anymore, and I see more and more people seeing it even up here in Maine, libtard Maine. Yes. So I said something the other day. I need more. I need more conspiracy theories. All of mine came true. They're not theories, people. It's not theory when you can find the evidence. It's not theory when you can see the documentation yourself, which some of the stuff I have seen. It's crazy. Get this, too. On top of all of this stuff, the key indicator America is headed for the worst real estate crash in history. Those of you who are in the midst of this, like we are, like me and my family, this, for some people, is good news. For other people, it's not. Just here, listen. He just said it. Although it is impossible to predict the economic crash with certainty, a key economic indicator suggests the U.S. housing market is on the verge of an unprecedented crash, one that could end up being the biggest in America's history. Following the 2008 stock and real estate market crashes, the Federal Reserve, Democratic-led Congress, and the presidential administrators of George W. Bush and Barack Obama began an unprecedented effort to pump new dollars into the financial system and, to a lesser extent, the economy at large. Think about how I was talking to you all yesterday or the day before about how the Federal Reserve is buying or has been buying. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt since the beginning of the hunger disease. So 2020. $120 billion with a B. $120 billion of mortgage-backed securities a month. And I don't think they've stopped yet. They're propping everything up. The strategy behind the flood of quantitative easing, government takeovers, stimulus checks, and government welfare programs that followed was that the Fed worked in conjunction with Congress and the White House needed to prop up the economy to keep it from sliding completely off a cliff. They used sand clay to do that, and it's raining again. Oh, one of the primary tools the Fed uses to accomplish this goal is to keep interest rates at near zero for years on end. From 1980 to 2000, the Fed's federal funds rate, the primary driver of interest rates economy-wide, rarely dropped below 4%. And it was common for interest rates to be at 5% or higher. However, 2009 to 2016, interest rates were more consistently lower than 1%. Beginning in 2017, the first year of Donald Trump's presidency, the Fed began to more aggressively raise rates, but it only briefly topped 2% in 2018 and 19. Before the Fed once again slashed rates to near zero as part of its plan to address efforts of the hunger disease lockdowns. You see where we're going? People, we are in for a world of mess. The housing market is the bedrock of our economy. People need to understand we are coming into a very big mess. So, tying some things back here real quick. Get these guys, the knuckleheads doing this stuff, right? All the FUD. We'll look at the president of El Salvador. El Salvador leader tells boomer U.S. senators to stand down over Bitcoin adoption. Get this. El Salvador's president rebuked several U.S. senators on Wednesday for introducing legislation targeting the Latin American countries' adoption of Bitcoin as legal currency, referring to lawmakers as boomers. Okay, boomers, you have zero jurisdiction on a sovereign and independent nation. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele at 40 tweeted, "We are not your colony, your backyard, or your front yard. Stay out of our internal affairs. Don't try to control something you can't control." He gets this. You guys know that? The dude gets the power of a digital currency on a decentralized and distributed blockchain. He gets it. And he's literally, vocally, very pointing these things out globally on a massive public platform. Yeah. So our legislatures decided to try to do this. The tweet was in response to legislators proposed by Senator or whoever the Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Bob Mendez, Senator James Senator Bill Custody, whoever these idiots are, called the Accountability for Cryptocurrency in El Salvador Act, specifically targeting El Salvador. The legislation would have the State Department analyze the risk of Bitcoin as a legal tender in El Salvador to propose a way to mitigate risk to the U.S. financial system. Now, why in the crap are they that scared of one country, small country for that matter, and their economy is small, adopting Bitcoin as legal tender? They're trying to squash this bug in their minds before it grows big. Because when it grows big, that means other countries are going to do the same thing. That means the U.S. financial system collapses. This is the start. One domino. All it takes is one. El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin's legal tender raises significant concerns about the economic stability and financial integrity of a vulnerable U.S. trading partner in Central America. Yo, since when does the U.S. have control over another country's economy? They don't. This is hilarious. It is hilarious. Listen to this. This new policy has the potential to weaken U.S. sanctions policy. Yes, it does. It does because it completely removes your ability to do anything with the money. When you don't control the money supply, people are free to do what they want, to spend the money how they want, to live their lives how they want without the control of a big government controlling the monetary supply. They're scared, people. They are legitimately freaked out because Bitcoin can't be stopped. Digital currency cannot be stopped when it's set up on a decentralized and distributed blockchain. This is, you guys have, this is beautiful just to watch this take place. They are legitimately scared of this. They are legitimately scared of this. Something to think about here too. More adoption. Sequoia Capital is launching a $500 to $600 million crypto fund to invest in tokens. The VC will also actively manage tokens from staking them to providing liquidity to participating in governance. That's interesting. That's very interesting, isn't it? Let's look down here. Sequoia is becoming more active. Did you guys know that in their portfolio, they have FTX, Fireblocks, and Starkwire and Filecoin? Do you guys know about Fireblocks? Some of you do. Some of you don't. Fireblocks is a big deal when it comes to custodian and security. Not a joke. They know their stuff. They're really good at it, what they do. It's very, very intriguing to me. So Sequoia not only has Fireblocks in their portfolio, they're also building a fund to, sounds like, house cryptos specifically. Very, very interesting. This is going to be a very, very big deal. When people in the, like I keep saying this, in the world of crypto, in the world of stock markets, the world of economies, the stock markets, they're going to collapse. You know where the money's going to go? They're going to go into funds like this. They're going to go into platforms like this. They're going to go straight into crypto. And there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. Join or die is what I keep saying. I keep saying that. That was part of the Revolutionary War. There was a flag. It was a snake. I think it was a snake. It was chopped up into multiple pieces. and it says join or die on it. In other words, come together or you will be removed out of the ability to do anything. Join or die. That's the way it works. Bitcoin Bull doesn't have control of its own resident. Actually, the current, he can't even stand his feet. People, this is going to be very interesting coming into this next few months. I think by July, we're going to have a very, very different economy. I think that by July, things are going to be very different. I could be wrong. I'll most likely be wrong. But at some point in the not too far future, things are going to shift majorly. Anyways, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. I have program shows here, no Patreon today, and next week there will be no Patreons. I will attempt to line up a few things for you all for next week. I will attempt to also do some live streams while I am out there. We'll see what happens, though. Depends on the internet connection, all that fun stuff. So anyhow, you all have a wonderful and blessed day. I will see you all next week. Well, yeah, most likely. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.